Have you ever wondered how long was the longest train in the history of railways? Longer trains can be created with the help of distributed power units, which can considerably stretch the length of the train to truly astonishing dimensions. In today's video, we're going to look at the 10 longest trains of all times. Number 10. Hamersley and Robe River Railway, Rio Tinto. The Hamersley and Robe River Railway, owned by the Rio Tinto Group, is a private rail network in the Pilbara region of Western Australia for the purpose of carrying iron ore. The network is larger than any other Australian heavy freight rail network in private ownership, having a total length of about 1,300 kilometers. Rio Tinto iron ore train consist of up to 236 wagons, each having a load capacity of up to 106 tons. Trains are up to 2,400 meters long and, fully loaded, weigh approximately 29,500 tons, having an average cycle time of 28 hours. The trains are powered by two different types of locomotives, each producing 4,400 horsepower. Rio Tinto's rolling stock consists of over 200 locomotives and around 12,000 wagons, enabling them to run around 50 train units. Number 9. Mauritania Railway. The Mauritania Railway is the national railway of Mauritania, consisting of a single, 704-kilometer railway line linking the iron mining center of Zouarat with the port of Nouadhibou. It is owned and controlled by the National Mining and Industrial Company. The amazing Mauritania Railway boasts some of the longest and heaviest trains in the world. Measuring around 3,000 meters, the trains can have up to 4 EMD diesel locomotives pulling over 200 fully laden ore wagons, weighing over 17,000 tons. The locomotives have been specially adapted to cope with extreme heat and desert conditions. Sometimes the trains also carry passengers who travel atop the train to transport food and supplies to remote Saharan communities. Number 8. Karajas Railway. Created in 1985, the Karajas Railway is responsible for the operation of the largest freight train in Latin America, which measures around 3,000 meters and has 330 wagons. The railway is 892 kilometers long and links Karajas iron ore mines in the state of Para to Ponta da Madeira port terminal in the state of Maranhão. Its railway network is integrated into the logistics structure formed by 2 railways, 8 ports, coastal shipping service and warehouses. In addition to iron ore, Karajas Railway, which has 12,000 wagons and 200 locomotives, also transports iron, manganese, copper, fuels, coal, among others. Number 7. Deccan Railway. Deccan Railway, also known as the Deccan Line, is a 653 kilometers coal transport railway in North China. The electrified double-track line serves as a major transportation unit for moving coal produced in Shaanxi and Inner Mongolia to Qinyuangdao, China's largest coal-exporting seaport, from where coal is shipped to South China and other countries in Asia. Bulk freight trains operating on the Deccan Line can carry up to 20,000 metric tons, the largest carrying capacity in China, and measure around 3,200 meters. In 2018, a total 451 million tons of coal were transported through Deccan Line, bringing the accumulated volumes to 6 billion tons since commissioning. Number 6. Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railway. The Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railway is the largest freight railroad network in North America, operating on 3 transcontinental routes that provide rail connections between the western and eastern United States. BNSF trains traveled over 272 million kilometers in 2010, more than any other North American railroad. Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railway reports the results of continuing tests of longer train lengths, an initiative begun in mid-2007. On July 10, 2009, an intermodal train operated between Los Angeles and Clovis, New Mexico, totaled some 3,600 meters in length, powered by 7 locomotives, and carrying 458 container units. This was a new BNSF record. The previous record, set in January 2009, was a train carrying 435 units and about 3,000 meters in length. Number 5. Canadian National and Canadian Pacific. Up until the 1990s, the average freight train in Canada was about 1,540 meters long and weighed 7,000 tons. Now, the maximum allowed length for general cargo freight train is 3,700 meters, although some runs are still operated with 4,200-meter long trains that pull double-stack container cars, weighing in total 18,000 tons. The big change was distributed power units, really just putting slave diesel-electric locomotives in the middle of trains, an innovation which required some computerization and decent wiring harnesses. While Canadian National is comfortable sticking with the size of its longest trains now, Canadian Pacific continues to push the boundaries of how long it can build its trains by developing some of the industry's most cutting-edge technology in recent years to help it do so. Number 4. Union Pacific. Union Pacific is a freight hauling railroad that operates 8,300 locomotives over 51,800 kilometers routes in 23 U.S. states, west of Chicago and New Orleans. On January 2010, an apparently unprecedented super freight train, consisting of 296 container cars and hauled by 9 diesel-electric locomotives, having a total length of 5,500 meters, rolled from a terminal in Texas to Los Angeles, catching state regulators off guard and prompting concerns about potential safety risks and traffic delay. Union Pacific mentioned that the test was part of an effort to explore ways to improve the rail traffic. Such trains reduce the chances of derailment because locomotive power is distributed along the train, reducing stress on couplers and other equipment. Number 3. Norfolk and Western Railway. The Norfolk and Western Railway was a U.S. Class I railroad formed by more than 200 railroad mergers between 1838 and 1982. Nowadays, they operate as Norfolk Southern Railway after merging with Southern Railway. On November 15, 1967, the Norfolk and Western Railway operated the world's longest and heaviest freight train at that time between Eager, West Virginia, and Portsmouth, Ohio. The train was 6,500 meters long, with 500 coal cars pulled by 6 3,600 horsepower diesel engines. The train weighed 48,170 tons and covered a distance of 256 kilometers with an average speed of 42 kilometers per hour. Earlier in the fall, Norfolk and Western had moved long trains, including a 450-car coal train, as practice for operating maximum tonnage trains, having satisfactory results. Number 2. Sisson-Saldanha Railway. The Sisson-Saldanha Railway Line, also known as the Ore Export Line, is an 861 kilometers long heavy-haul railway line in South Africa. It connects iron ore mines near Sisson in the Northern Cape with the port at Saldanha Bay in the Western Cape. It is used primarily to transport iron ore and does not carry passenger traffic. It held for almost 12 years, since August 1989, the record of the longest and heaviest train in the world. The train comprised of 660 wagons and 16 locomotives, measuring 7,302 meters and having a total weight of 71,765 tons. Average trains running on this route are around 3,780 meters long and are formed of 8 locomotives and 342 wagons, weighing in total 41,400 tons, making them the longest production trains in the world. In 2011, 37 million tons of iron ore were exported by Kumba from Saldanha Bay to customers in countries and regions around the world. Number 1. Mount Goldsworthy of BHP Billiton. BHP Billiton is the second largest iron ore mining company in the Pilbara region, behind Rio Tinto, producing approximately 41 million tons of iron ore per year. The Guinness World Record for the longest and heaviest freight train was set on 21 June 2001 in Western Australia between Newman and Port Hedland by a train consisting of 682 loaded iron ore wagons and 8 locomotives, measuring an astonishing 7,352 meters and having a combined 50,000 horsepower. The train, named Mount Goldsworthy, had a total weight of almost 100,000 tons and finished the transport in about 10 hours. For the unfortunates who were waiting to pass at railroad crossings, it was a long 6 minutes wait, but at least they had an awesome sight during this time. The train is operating in Pilbara region, northwestern Australia, and is part of the Goldsworthy and Mount Newman Railway.